Again, another economic passage. This is more related to, again, let's follow the same method. Read the first line. The central bank doesn't disclose its foreign exchange management. Okay, we are talking about forex, foreign exchange. But it was evidence that the rupee was not allowed to appreciate despite healthy inflows, resulting in a rapid buildup of foreign exchange. Okay, now you don't have to read much further into the passage. Read the last line. Moreover, the central bank also gave an option to lenders who have earlier availed funds through LTROs to reverse their transactions through maturity. You don't know what an LTRO is. You read the passage. Is it mentioned that in the passage it says long-term repo operations, LTRO? What are repo operations? Is it mentioned anywhere? No. Okay. If I know what are repo operations, great. If I don't know what are repo operations, my bad. I need to move on. Okay. For your information, repo rate and reverse repo rate. Repo rate is the rate that the RBI actually lends to the banks, and reverse repo rate is the reverse of that. Okay. If you don't know this, you don't know this. Okay. And also one more thing, remember I told you, look for the square bracket. So if you see here, there is one square bracket here. India has record foreign exchange reserves of X billion. Okay. So we need to know that, okay, something is going to be asked about number of billion. Okay. Finally, go through the passage in 10 seconds, up and down. Okay, discloses foreign exchange, 62 billion, appreciation, OMO, market, something. It's like very clearly something jargon related to RBI and forex and this and that. No need to go too much into it. Just take one glance at the source. It's print. Remember what I told you? Look at the sources of GK and go to those sources. So if you really care about doing well in CLAT and not just fooling yourself, go and read editorials from print. Understood? It has come in the sample papers also. Time and time again, I tell you all, look at the source of the passage. Why do you think it is put over there? One reason is copyright. Obviously, if they don't put it, the person who wrote it will sue them. But it's for your benefit also, right? It's like the secret has been revealed. It's like the clue has been given to you. Don't treat it like something stupid just to be removed over there. It's eating up the paper unnecessarily. No, it's a clue. It's a clue. It's the key to your success. Trust me on that. Okay. Always focus on the source. That's the most important. Now, again, 1 to 1 replaced by 1 in the passage above. Okay. Again, policies which have been used 1 to 1. Okay. Which of the following relate to now? This looks like a reasoning type question. Third one. Which of the following statements relates to the long-term repo operations as measured to support the economy in corona pandemic situation? You don't even know what long-term repo operations are. Okay, how are you going to answer this question? Let us assume that you don't know what long-term repo operations are. Then you go back to the passage, try and make sense. In another move, RBI announced the infusion of 1 lakh crore in mid-September through long-term repo operations at floating rates or the prevailing repo rate. Okay. Now, repo rate you have studied in class 10. You know it's the rate in which bank lend the other lenders. So, suppose bank is going to lend RBI is going to lend ICICI Bank. That is called the repo rate. So, what they are doing is they are putting money into the economy. RBI is putting money into the economy. Basically, that's what it's happening. Long term means in a long term, it's a measure that is expected to bring down short-term rates and boost investment in corporate bonds. Okay. It would encourage banks to undertake maturity transformation smoothly and seamlessly. Now, the only way you would know all of this is if you have read an editorial related to it. There is definitely going to be, just like they have written about this LTRO, if you're just Google LTRO, okay, and try to read some editorial on LTRO, you will find this as an answer. Okay, yes, John.
Actually, we can find the first one from the things given in the passage.
Well, it's long shot. It's a very, very long shot. If you're going to try and reason out from the passage that's given there, you're going to waste a lot of time. Okay, it may be possible. I'm not saying it's impossible. It may be possible for this particular question. It's not going to be possible for all the reasoning type questions. Okay, let me tell you very honestly. It's not going to be like, for example, the Donald Trump question. You're not going to be able to reason it out from the passage. You're not.
Yes,
okay, it's not given in the passage. And you're going to spend, do you know how much time, even if you're going to try and find this in the passage, you're going to take at least 5 minutes about it. It's not going to come
I was talking about the first question. that's a maths-based question, and it said that it's 95% of what it was 7 years ago. So the 7 years ago amount is also given.
In question number 36, you're saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great, very good. That's a freak case. Okay, that's a freak case. That's never going to happen. Okay, and even if it happens, to sit and calculate, oh, 70% of this, 90% of that, is going to take you some time. Okay, and that's not usually going to be given there. Maybe this one time by chance they've given and you found it very, very good, well done to you. Okay, you have studied it properly, but it's not going to happen ever. Okay, and don't waste your time trying to find it. Okay. So this kind of question you can only answer if you have read some editorial. And even if you have not read some editorial, if you have some sort of idea, you will be able to reason it out. Okay, oh yeah, it makes sense that they want to bring down the short-term rates to boost investment in corporate bonds. This sounds like Greek language to you because you have never studied anything economics in your life, okay, anything financial in your life. You have 6 months, right? Jack Ma used to say one thing, who is the founder of Alibaba: if you're born poor, it's your fault. If you're born poor, it's not your fault. But if you die poor, it's your fault. So if right now you don't know anything about financial news, it's not your fault. Okay. But if you don't know it at time of CLAT of 2021, it's definitely your fault. 6 months is more than enough to eat every sort of piece of financial news available in market. All right. It's no excuse to say, sir, I don't know. Why don't you know? 6 months is more than enough for you to know. Okay. So that's one more thing. Which of the following will be used as a platform for, again, one-to-one? Okay. Notified amount of sum, again, one-to-one. Fine. Rafael. Just reading Rafael, I know it. I'm not even going to read the passage because I know what the passage, I know everything about Rafael. There's just one thing, French aviation from one, okay, and second, where it's from, that is NDT. Okay, fine. Now, Rafael deal between India, again. This one also, if you read an editorial, it will be better for you. You will be knowing. But in this particular question, if you see, Rafael deal between India and France is seen to carry great significance. Which of the following is impacted? The first question talks about the vision of India and France. The other three talk about China and Middle East. Not relevant. So obviously answer is A. So there are some questions of the reasoning part which you can make out by kind of just applying your brain a little bit. But it will really help you a lot if your application of brain is kind of assisted with what? Reading of editorials, isn't it? Because your own logic becomes stronger when you hear logical things from others, isn't it? If you watch like parliamentary debates and stuff, if you have watched Shashi Tharoor debate in Oxford regarding the British Commonwealth and how the money should be returned, we all feel that Kohinoor should come back to India, don't we? We all feel that our Kohinoor was stolen, it should come back to India. But look at the way he debated, look at the way he presented his arguments, right? Looking at that, we learned so much. We learned how to argue, we learned how to present our point across, and we learned what is relevant and what is not relevant. You can't just start shouting and be angry and give us back what you stole from us. The way he convinced, that is what is important, right? Good company is the most important thing when you are preparing. There is nothing better than editorials to help you frame your thought process, okay, when dealing with news. And remember that when you are dealing with news, when it comes to CLAT is a very, very leftist, liberal, socialist, kind of leaning organization. So the passages also, the editorials also, the publications also that you read should have the same political ideology. Understood? I hope I'm clear in what I'm saying, right? Okay. Again, one-to-one, 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 one-to-one. Okay. Now we're talking about the Lipulekh Pass. Okay, now Lipulekh Pass has tied up Delhi and Tibetan plateau. Okay, and we had a similar question with relation to some kind of border dispute with Nepal in the sample papers as well. Okay, now there are some passes which are kind of linked up, your road to Mansarovar Lake. okay, and Mount Kailash, which is considered to be a holy pilgrimage site for the Hindus of India, okay, because it is considered that one of the gods, Lord Shiva, resides over there. Okay, so people love to, they go there on a pilgrimage, and that lies somewhere in Chinese territory, like Tibetan, what is known as Tibetan Autonomous Region. Okay, so this has always been a bone of contention because of like the territorial disputes between India, China, and Nepal. Okay, now from this passage again, when we see Lipulek Pass, we don't need to read much because we know about Lipulek Pass. Okay, if you don't know about Lipulek Pass, then read a bit more about Nepal and this that, and try to get some idea that okay, it must be talking about that particular issue, because then in some places they are talking about amending of the Nepal's constitution and everything also. So if you have not heard about Nepal amending its constitution, then prepare for NEET or JEE, because like if you are not even so much aware about current affairs that Nepal declared its own constitution, I'm sure at least you go on Telegram and on Instagram, on WhatsApp, and the kind of memes that are available that Nepal claims everything to be their own, even if you don't want to, you will find out that there was some issue with Nepal, right? So you are supposed to know this. Okay, again, there's something called Brookings EDU, which I have never heard of before, but be sure that now I have seen it, I'm going to spend the rest of the evening reading about Brookings. Not me, I'm saying you should have this kind of thought process. Okay, like I would think like this: if I came across some source which I had never heard of before and it was useful, that night you can be sure that it was finished. By the morning I knew everything about it. You could ask me, right? Like I would prepare lists of like GK information on different topics and stuff. I would study at night, so I would like study all night, and then in the morning I would give that to some of my family member, maybe my mom, dad, or my sister or somebody, and I would say like, ask me anything, and they were like, are you mad? You have written like 100 of things over here and you're expecting. I'm like, you ask. They would ask me and I would know, because I had that passion. I'm like, I am going to do it. Okay, it was nothing. I mean, how can it not get done? It was just simply relentlessness. Relentlessness. Like I will not stop till it's done. How are you going to stop me? Right. So if there is something called Brookings and I have not heard about, how dare there be something which I don't know about? I will kill it. I will kill it tonight only. That should be your passion. Okay, that should be your attitude. Then you look at me. Now I got through NUJS. No big deal. It's not a big deal. If you ask the people who get through, now they will tell you it's not a big deal. You ask the people who don't, they will say, oh my God, it was so tough. How did they get through then? The ones who got through, how did they get through? Right? You can do it too. Just don't fool yourself. That's all. Put in that effort. All right. So here we have seen the Lipulek Pass. Okay. Questions. Again, the third kind. Why did they do that? If you had studied one or two editorials of Lipulek Pass, this would have become very clear. They inaugurated for all the three reasons. Okay, because they inaugurated a motorable road. Okay, they were using that as a trade route, etc., etc. All these are reasons. Number 47 is a one-to-one. It's the first kind of question. Number 48 is also the same. 49 is also the same. 50 is also the same. So you see, most of the questions are one-to-one. Okay, some of the questions are around the topic, and some of the questions are reasoning based. Very few. I would say like half the questions are one-to-one. 1/4 are beating around the bush, and 1/4 are what? Reasoning based. Okay.